taking a bath and I am going to wash my face and put on some makeup and get ready for the day. I did bring it up that I think that's what I want to do for my birthday. He had asked if I wanted to go wine tasting and out to lunch, and I was like, as cute as that sounds, I really want to go play basketball. And he said he thinks that we could maybe do both, so that's kind of fun. Although I feel like I'm kind of questioning if I want to have wine. I don't know. You know, would one day out of 2 weeks of not having any alcohol be the worst thing? Probably not. I guess I just feel like when I start getting on a health roll and I start feeling like super good in my body and like it's doing really good things, I'm like, well, it's working. Do I really want to mess it up? Which, would one day mess it up? No. I guess I'm kind of like worried about how I'll feel after having wine. Like, will it make me feel bloated? Who knows? At the same time, this time around, I want to find balance in my health journey. I need to grab my rosemary oil. Sorry, I meant rosehip. This time I want to have more balance and I want to still be enjoying my life and not cutting everything totally back all the time. I want to be like, for the most part, super healthy. Like most days, just be like super conscious about what I'm eating, making really smart, healthy choices, and then pick a day out of the week, you know, that maybe I'm not 100% carnivore or not 100% like ultimate health goddess, you know, but still, because I think one day out of the week isn't like totally killing everything. I mean, a lot of people say that you should go like 60 to 90 days like solely on a diet to see how things change. And I'm totally for that. Like when I slowly got into keto, I did a metabolism reset, and that was a 21-day metabolism reset. And then I was keto for a really long time after that. And yeah, I felt pretty damn good besides waking up bloated every day. But it made a lot of changes in my body, and I can totally understand that. But having gone through so many of those health journeys, I feel like at this point, I've done a lot of good for my body, and I don't necessarily think I need a full 90 days, and it's my birthday. So if I have a total of a glass to 2 glasses of wine, is it gonna kill me? Is it gonna totally destroy my health journey? No. So I may just do it anyways. Well, I'll feel it out, see what my intuition says, and decide. But I'm kind of feeling like I don't really want to beat myself up about it. I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil on my chest. I really like rosehip oil because something started breaking me out, and I'm not sure. I think it's because I did a face mask, and I think it's like bringing out some of those things in my face. I haven't done a face mask in a while, shame on me, but I think it's kind of just pulling out some of those things that were sitting deep in my skin. But I do really love the Essentials rosehip oil from Acure, and it looks oily at first when I put it on, but once it sinks into my face, it definitely helps with oil. I like to let that sit in on my face while I get changed, brush my hair out, all that good stuff. So the last time that I got my hair done, I went lighter, quite a bit lighter. And my hairstylist recommended the Miracle Creator Total Results 20 by Matrix. So I have been spraying this into my hair. It's a leave-in conditioner, but it also helps with heat. And after I take my hair out, I just spray this through everything and hit the ends really deeply, especially with long hair. Like, your ends start getting more and more brittle, and with hair coloring. So I want to keep it healthy and moisturized. I like to start at the roots, or sorry, at the bottom, get all the tangles out of the bottom, and then start working my way up. And then anytime I hit a new section of tangle, just start back at the bottom and work back up. I also like to use a wide tooth comb so it's not ripping my hair out. I do lose a lot of hair when I wash it, but that's super normal. I'm not feeling any breakage though, like I'm not breaking my hair off. It's just naturally the stuff that I'm meant to be losing. Or that I've been losing for the last few days in between my shower. That's the way that I get it to hold a little bit of a curl at the end as you unroll it. If you want it to have a large curl, you'd want to, what I've seen some people do is that they have a whole bunch of these roller brushes and they just leave them in their hair. That's what one hairstylist did for me. She would just leave it in my hair. I think she had like 6 of them. And then once the last one, she had used the last one, she would unroll the first one she had put in my hair and undid it, and that left a lot more curl in there, but I don't have time for that. You can just hold it in your hair and count until, and like see when it's not hot anymore, and that's about the time that you would want to unroll it, but that takes a lot more time. So anyways, getting back into it. So I'm getting to the end of the top of my hair. I'm gonna take this out to be able to do the rest. So because I ate, I think that my hair dried a little bit too much. So it's kind of too dry on the ends. And what I'm doing is which by the way, I dropped this on the ground and so it's not spraying right. I think I lost the middle section. I'm gonna have to search for it, but I don't really have time right now. So what I'm doing is I'm spraying this into the ends and into the top to get it a little bit wet again, add back in that protection. And then I am taking little sections at a time, pulling them back so I have everything pulled to both sides in the back of my hair, putting it in the back so that I know where to grab it, and then I am rolling this back up and using my clip to hold it. Now I'm trying really hard to not have it touch my bangs because the point is to dry everything all the way and not get it wet again. Then I'm taking my brush and running it through this hair and then wrapping it up. Now, if you want your hair to have more of a flat look, you're gonna pull it more backwards. I'm trying to give myself as much body as possible. So I'm either going to be pulling straight up or I'm going to be pulling forward, probably doing a mixture of both. And the further you pull it forward from your roots, the more body you're going to get. Still rolling out, so it gives it a little bit of a curl, and then throwing it back. I always feel like the deeper I get into my hairline, the harder it gets to throw back the hair. So I'm probably gonna, at this point, I don't have a whole lot left. I'm probably going to just do one side at a time from this point, because I can throw my hair backwards and keep it separated. And this one, honestly, I can probably just do in one single section. I probably won't be able to do that with the other side, but. So again, just rolling it up. I like to try to make sure it's pulled as tightly here. If you see little dents or indents, you know, where it's wavy, it's gonna probably dry wavy, so you don't want it to do that. Sorry that you can't see my face. I like to add this one, just sometimes it comes off a little bit more red than I want, but I like it because the brush is like so precise and so straight, and it gives me just like a little bit of extra definition. Looking at myself in the mirror and then looking at myself in the camera, like the camera makes it look like I hardly have any makeup on, and in the mirror I look like I have some, but I know that as soon as I step out into the light I'm gonna be like, whoa, I have a lot more on than I thought, or sometimes the opposite happens, but usually it's, whoa, I look like I have more. I'm also gonna use this Morphe, it's called Rebound, it's their cream lipstick. And I like to just dab it on so it doesn't make it super thick. And then I also like to kind of accentuate the top part on my lips. I don't want it to look like too much because my dress is really light, but I think it'll go with it because, oh, you can't see. I think the last thing that I need is mascara. I like using the Honest Beauty mascara. I've been trying it out. It doesn't make my eyelashes are very sparse, like hardly even exist, but it is a more natural company. So I initially started trying it because I was hoping that it would make my eyes less sensitive. It has not slowed down the tears and like weepy eyes, but I don't know if that's due to the mascara or if there's something else. I kind of think that it's just that I have oily eyes. I mean, oily skin, and especially above my eyes, like it's super oily. And I like to use a little teensy bit of powder with this like super fluffy brush around the balls of my cheeks, because that's where I get oily. I've noticed that I don't really like putting it around my eyes because I feel like it makes it look cracked way too early in the day. I'm using the Laura Mercier powder. Using it on my chin. I also get really oily up here on my forehead. And then what I like to do once I'm done with that is I use my damp sponge that I put my foundation on with, and I like to pat, like really press this into my face. Because then I feel like it makes it look more natural throughout the day, less cakey. And then I use the same part that I used for my concealer earlier. I like to press that in more before I put it. Try to just let everything really set down. And that is it. That's how I get ready for a cute little day. I'm gonna take this out of my hair though. Could you imagine showing up like that? So funny. See how it adds that like little bit of extra volume up here? You can put other stuff in it too to make it more voluminous. Like you can tease your hair and put some teasing spray. I actually have some teasing hairspray, but I'm feeling good. I feel like that's really cute. There's a couple pieces that because I accidentally let it dry a little bit too much before doing them, they're not like perfect, but you know what? That's fine. I am going to use some of this Argan Oil of Morocco. I just got it from Target. It is a spray, but I prefer to spray it into my hands, rub it together, and put it on the ends, and rub it in. And then just kind of tap the roots. There we are. Let me touch it down. Feeling good, like I should. Just kidding, you probably can't add that in there. Love that song though, just saying. All right, we're gonna head off to his hair appointment really soon. So take you along for the ride.